Kamal, I think. He's been on the air for a bit.
For sure. Kamal in Alabama. You're talking to Eric and V. How are you doing? Kamal in Alabama. You're live. I think Kamal may have walked away from the phone.
From the phone.
Yeah. So I'm going to pop you back on hold.
Here I go.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there you are.
Lovely.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I hit the mute button by mistake.
Not a problem.
That's all right.
Happens to me all the time.
Yeah. What would you like to talk about?
How y'all doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
Oh, and happy birthday to your friend, Eric. That was cool. You shout her out like that. I like that. I like them.
Right.
My friends when it's like that. So
she was as red. She was as red as this shirt. It's amazing. She's gonna whoop my butt after the show. So, what would you like to talk about?
Okay. A while back, when Hurricane Michael, I don't know if you guys remember that. Hurricane Michael happened. I'm from Detroit. I'm originally from Detroit, and all my family is there. And Hurricane Michael was kind of rough on. It wasn't as bad as it was in Panama and places like that. Mm-hmm. But I did have a tree fall on my house. So, and I'm a Marine Corps veteran. I was wounded in combat. I am in a wheelchair. I am an atheist.
Thank you for your service.
Proud. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely. I finally said, my brother said, God is watching out for you or something to that effect. And I finally, for the first time, I finally said, brother, I don't believe in God, man. Why do you keep saying that stuff to me? Mm-hmm. I really thought he knew.
Yeah.
And the phone got quiet, and he didn't say anything to me. And he said, let me call you back. And it caught me off guard. And then he finally did call me back, and he said, man, it's about you not believing in God stuff. And I said, but I've been this way for over 10 years, man. What do you what's the big deal? Well, I realized what the big deal. I realized because I haven't talked to my brothers since. They don't call. They don't. They don't write. They don't do anything. I don't talk to them anymore. And it's not because I'm not reaching out. They tell me that, religion doesn't separate families. Well, bullshit. It does.
Yeah.
Because
it separated yours.
Don't talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
Just a show of hands.
And it hurts, brother.
Just a show.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
No. I'm sorry. I talked over you. Please finish.
No, I was just saying it hurts, man. It hurts, and I'm the oldest in the family, and I feel like I don't know. I don't understand why do people feel like what do they think we are? Why don't they think we can't have morals, and why do they think that we're bad people or I don't understand, man. My heart is I can't even actually form the words I want to say. I'm just devastated because my family don't. I said, well, brother, I was the same person I was before I told you that. What makes me such a bad person now? And he's constantly quoting Bible verses to me and all this crap. And what do I say to that? What do I say?
Yeah. I
try to give him my point of view. I mean, I know every atheist thinks differently, but it's basically the same. And I try to tell him I just don't have proof. I don't believe that there's a God because no God has ever spoken to me. I've never seen a demon. I've never seen an angel. I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, man. I can't even form the words I really want to say. I feel like I'm kind of off, but
don't apologize.
No. Yeah. Here at the Freethought Library, we get people who come in every single week with that story, and it never gets easier, and it's fucking heartbreaking. I'm seeing a lot of people
I don't know what to say to him anymore. I don't know what to. I try to call and shit. I try to call and talk to him, man, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know what to say to him. I want to talk and try to explain it, but is it going to help? I feel like I'm the one. I feel like I did something wrong or some shit, man.
you didn't do anything wrong.
Just being who I am, and I feel like I did something wrong. It hurts like a motherfucker. I'm sorry, pardon my language.
No, you can say fuck. That's all right. That is a good time to say fuck.
Exactly. If it was ever warranted.
Yeah.
I don't talk to some family members anymore. There are some who only talk to me to try and get me back. And the thing that I would say, and I can't say much, because this is a very profound pain and a very intense hurt. It's not you. Nothing about this situation reflects at all on you, not what you did, and not even how they see you. I guarantee their concern is selfish. There are people, Christians out there, who believe that if they even interact with somebody who is not of the faith, they are putting themselves in spiritual harm. It doesn't matter if they love the other person, it could break their heart. They might be in just as much pain as you are, but they are afraid and they are selfish and they are putting their own, what they believe to be spiritual well-being above the relationship. And while that doesn't make it easier, the silence does not mean that they hate you or that they think that you're an immoral person. It means that they are afraid and that they are being selfish with this relationship.
Yeah. And I mean, I can tell you from, therapy that you are not responsible for their actions. You can't own their actions, and it hurts, but they need to take ownership of what they're doing. Kamal.
Yeah, it does.
If you go back and check out the live chat, you've gotten so much fucking love. The thing is right now, man, we're living in a time where we need to be family for each other. And I know you have family here. That it doesn't. I have a cousin. I'm sorry, man. I just wanted to
go
get it out.
One more thing, and I'll let you go. Shit. I do have family members about an hour and a half away from me in Georgia, and this is my second cousin, man. This is my uncle. My uncle's wife and my cousin. They live in Georgia, maybe about an hour away from me, man. And this past Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I don't really care about holidays and stuff like that, man. But it would have been nice because I hadn't seen my family in a while, but they were coming to see me. And after that, it was they were an hour away. They didn't call me. My sister had an excuse, something about she twisted her ankle or some crap, and I mean, really, I'm an hour away. Your big brother's in a wheelchair. I haven't seen him in a while, and I couldn't take an hour to come. I would have went to them, but they didn't even invite me. Yeah. I want to say fuck them, man. I really do, but
it hurts.
I love them, man. It's my family.
Come on. It's okay to hurt. It's understandable. No. Do you know how many? I got a message from the back. The crew want to send you some love. And I know it doesn't help right now. But we've got to be there for each other. Because you're not the only one.
Right.
And the reason earlier I was trying to talk about, over here is because it's fucking heartbreaking. People are losing their families. And I've met so many of them. you're not alone. That people, lose their siblings, their parents, their children, and they find that we've got to be there for each other, and we're here for you. Kamal, I'm so sorry.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Dude, it's just words. I if I were there, I'd give you the biggest fucking hug right now, and I think that everyone here would. You're not alone. You're not alone. We're sending you as much love as we can.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you for calling.
All right. Y'all take it easy.
You too. So here's the thing. I had a conversation with a family member earlier today.
Yeah.
And they were saying that, Eric, I appreciate that you're happy with what you do, but you're not bringing happiness to anyone. Mm. And I get the sentiment, but the fact is, we need to be able to say you're not alone.
Right.
That Kamal, there are so many of us who share your story, who are in pain right now. I know because I see people with tears streaming down their faces right now. We're not through this. We still have work to do. And it's okay to mourn. But when that time, when you feel okay, when you're up for it, you have the opportunity to be there for somebody else who's going through this pain too. And that's what we need to do. We need to be there for each other because we can't count on somebody else to. We have to be there. And as long as we're around, we're going to be here for you and to the best of our ability. You're not alone.
And this is why that first caller, it's okay to be angry sometimes, because this is...
Yeah.
This is real. This isn't us making shit up. This is impacting people every day in massive, massive ways. At the same level of any other potential disaster. If you lose people, it's big.
Yeah. Well, we structure ourselves as people, in the context of the community that we have, and we ascribe this value and this importance to ourselves, and it's pivotal. We are a social species. Even if you feel like you really don't want to go out very much, it's still important to belong. And Kamal, you do belong. And I know that doesn't take away the hurt. I know it doesn't. But it's real, and it's the best that we can give. We're sending you a lot of love, man.